Xiera, soon the veil will fall. February 2, 2021. By Jennifer Crokaert. Welcome, dear hearts. Many of you are struggling. You are using up what feels like your last ounce of patience, compassion, and forgiveness. I am here to remind you that you are greater than your current depleted energy would suggest. This is a battle, if you will, between the light and the shadow within. Normally, you are exposed to many things, events, and people that lift you up, that give you some enthusiasm and energy for life, so the amount of light that comes from within is externally supplemented. You have hooks that encourage you, that create enjoyment and anticipation. Over the past year, almost everything that lifted you up and enlightened you within the external world has been stripped from you. You have had to fall back on your own reserves, bolstered by those around you. For many of you, those around you were not able to lift you up, for they were drowning in the shadows they held within. There has never been a monastery more challenging or difficult than the lockdown of the past year. Never. You have been thrown back to almost complete reliance on yourself, but you have lacked the training to know how to nourish and nurture your light within, how to create emotional resilience in the face of many, many challenges. Yet, you have learned. You have dipped, and then you have found something, anything to lift you up again. You are developing strength, inner light, in the most difficult situation humanity has ever been through. You have done an astounding job, for the light coming from your planet has never been so bright, so blinding, even if you think you are not good enough, or you wish you had done better, even if you feel you have failed. You have done brilliantly. The veil is about to fall, to dissolve completely, and you will see many realities layered on top of each other. You have chosen between realities, sometimes dipping lower, often moving higher than you imagined, throughout the past year. Since December 21st, the movement towards consolidating your light has grown exponentially. You are magnificent, and soon the gifts of the Spirit, of the Divine will begin to flood your planet. J. Would you care to be more specific? What does that really mean? X. At the heart of every human is a very simple wish, to live in a world that is loving, kind, and uplifting, where you have what you need to live an enjoyable life, and you also have the space and time to express yourself creatively. That is heaven on earth, and that is what is now in your timeline. The full manifestation of this deeply held human blueprint, for you all carry the codes of this within you, will soon begin to manifest. J. I know it's completely human, but would you like to offer a time frame? X. We cannot. There are too many variables in the nuance of time, but what we can say is that the timeline you are now on is to manifest this paradise. Between this now and the paradise now moment, you will be called upon to hold your inner light steady, to help others, because the ride between the layers of reality that currently exist can be a bumpy one. The destructive timeline where Gaia was polluted and exploited thoughtlessly requires healing. The same was done to humans, you too were exploited thoughtlessly. Those of you reading this have already made great progress on your healing journeys, therefore you will be called upon to mentor those who are just waking up. Events will come to a head, there will be no more escaping the selfishness that has driven the few, nor their power over the many. In that explosion of light, which will show the darkness most clearly, most of your sleeping loved ones will awaken. Be there with compassion. They will be dazed, confused, and in shock. This is not the moment to say, "I told you so." It will only drive them deeper into shock and rejection. What they need in that time is what you wish you had received: compassion, support, and love, a reassuring voice that comforts them with the knowingness you have earned from traveling their path before them. You know the way. You know the pain, and you know that the inner meaning and certainty that allows you to navigate each day is a prize worth having. You are now the elders, the wise ones, the illumined ones. You see not your light, but we see it, and we know that you are equal to the task. Take heart, give yourself the love, comfort, and nurturing that you are so worthy of, and cherish within the knowingness that very soon, the light will shine for all.